Welcome to Benidorm town. While some people are pre-celebrating St. Patrick's Day during this weekend, locals and Spanish tradition fans are celebrating famous Fallas. There are 3 locations, as usually happens every single year here in Benidorm town between 15th and 19th of March. 3 locations. One of them is here in Rincon de Loix, right by the Levant beach. The second one is right next to the Bristol Hotel. And the third one is right on the street of Rusafa, plus with a small fair. This is the big falla of Rincon de Loix this year. Let's see what it actually is all about. This one here is about the pass of time. This is from a moment of the song festival. We then changed to the Benidorm Fest. There's a lot of great artists out here. So basically this is the pass of time here in our region, in our country, and in Benidorm town specifically. And this is actually very nice, and it's in Spanish too. This one is in Valencian. Our language slowly but surely will be lost, and this is if the immigrants will start to vote. I don't think that's a good sign, honestly. This one here is for pyrotechnic. He died sadly in an accident here in one of the most important firework and firecrackers companies in Alicante. There was a huge fire and he lost his life there. So that's for him, to remember his work and everything he's done in our region. And this is how it's called, El Temes Pasa, which means the time passes or the time flies. And it's actually a very, very nice one. It just gives you a moment to think about how time just flies and to stop for a second and enjoy it while you can. There's quite a lot of interesting parts here, and some of these boards are in Spanish, but like Castellano, and some are in Valencian, which is good to vary. The little one, the tiniest one, look at that! Oh, look at that lovely tiny crab! Mini dolphin and the froggies. This is very, very nice. It's a very nice one, very cute one. Some lovely flowers. All this is done so that on the last day it could be burned easily to the ground. So all the materials are done like this. The firecrackers, and look at what's happening in Rincon de Loix right now. Quite a lot of people. It's weekend, it's Sunday, it's the same day when this video will be published. And there's quite a lot of people, families here with children, as well friends are gathering in these types of falla houses. These are for all the members and for all those who want to join. Paella, only €3, and there's a lot of different drinks, snacks here that you can get for a popular price, which is very good. It's cheaper usually than in the nearby bars and cafeterias and restaurants. And these types of houses, like tents, they're put right next to all the main fallas usually. And we are in Rincon de Loix. It's actually quite chilly. Don't be fooled that it is sunny. It is actually really, really chilly out here. Wow, that is even strange. And there's quite a lot of people still on the beach, even though you can hear the sound of the wind. Wow, people wear flip-flops and, my goodness, people are wearing just swimwear. How are you not cold? I don't get it. We are with winter jackets still, and people are with flip-flops. How in the world? But on the sunshine, if you stay long enough on the sunshine, maybe it is all right. It is sunny. It kind of looks like it's nice outside, but don't get fooled. We have a really, really strong wind, the strongest wind right now. Even though it's a green flag on the beach, but still, it's quite unpleasant to be outside with this type of wind. We're not fans, and immediately we start to get a sore throat. People are celebrating here inside. You can hear the music. And now we're heading to the point number 2, which is situated right by the Bristol Hotel. Let's see what's going on out there. And the last one will be the one that has fair inside. There's some nice music in these places. They tend to have like an open bar where you can get some nice drinks for cheap, quite cheap, and some food options too. Quite a lot of people are coming here right now to visit the fallas, and it's going to be way more in the evening time. On our way, we spotted 2 whole city tour sightseeing buses. We actually filmed these here on the channel not so long ago, so you can check it out. And then we went towards the city center. Right by the town hall and Bristol Hotel, there is another Fallas house. Here, groups, members of this house are gathering all together. Quite a lot of people outside. People are putting up some nicest clothes. It's a big celebration in our region, honestly. And on the inside, there's loud music, there's tables, there's food, there's drinks, and people are just having some lovely time and spending it together with their friends, relatives, and family members. And right down this road, right by the Bristol Hotel, we have the 2 Fallas, the baby one and the big one. Let's head closer. The other city sightseeing tour bus, I think it's the same one that was stopped on the Mediterranean Avenue and then just came right here. The Bristol Hotel, a loveliest place. We've tried their executive breakfast, really nice spot. The video is popping up somewhere here on the right side so that you could check it out. How much does it cost, what it looks like. And here we have the second Falla. This is the big one, the adult one. And this one is Egypt themed, as you could have seen. The title is The Egyptian Art. Ooh, some lovely black cats. Love it. People have a lot of creativity in this case. Every single year they come up with something new, something different. And this one, if I'm not wrong, is themed in local politicians and people who are influential people, let's say it like this, from our area, and how they are able to, change things, or not so much, actually, nowadays. Thus, this part right here, for example, the Cleopatra or the other parts, other statues, they represent different politicians and different important people, in a sense, in our region. And you can see that here we have in Valencian and in Spanish too, Cleopatra, the cats, and a lot of other ones. There's even like the all-seeing eye, if I'm not wrong, on the left side. We'll get to it in a second, but people are curious. People usually stop and read it for a while. They usually read all these boards to see what the artist meant to say with one or the other statue. And there it is, the eye. Very interesting representation. And basically this part right here shows, look at this, and 2 mummies, the eye that sees it all. Usually all these Fallas are here for quite a few days, so if you will be coming to Benidorm shortly, these will be available up until 19th of March, and on that day, on midnight, these Fallas will be burned to the ground to bring some good luck. This happens every single year. From slightly further away, this is how it looks like. Quite a few people coming here. It's just midday now, so by evening time there's going to be more and more people arriving to these strategical points. Some people do not even know where these Fallas are located, so once they will see it, once the word will be spread, many people will visit this area. Lovely creations this year, but the Times one is my favorite so far. At the end of the video, let us know which one is your favorite out of all we will be seeing on today. And this is the small one, the baby one, the same as we've had in Rincon de Loix. This one is the baby one, and this one, if I'm not wrong, is for the Benidorm Fest. It changed a lot. It changed a lot of things in our region. And these ones are some performers. This one right here is Chanel, obviously. The microphone, the golden microphone from the Benidorm Fest. There's Alaska on the other side, one of the those who present the show. And it was a very good, strong repercussion to Benidorm town. Here in the city center, we will be heading towards the third one. And as you can see, it is really busy. There's quite a lot of people. And just like this, we came to the last one, where we also have a small fair. Ooh, this is gonna be already my favorite one. I know this one will be my favorite one, probably, together with the first one that we've seen in Rincon de Loix. About the timing, This is just something else. Look at this. There is a senior man sitting on a giant red old phone taking pictures of his cat or videos, don't know, and he's posting it on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, email. And there is like a dagger with euro and money sign on it, stabbed in his back. Now that's something interesting. And this part is called like the phone, the technology. Okay, and here it says in Valencian and in typical Castellano about older generations that cannot see things so small in the phone. The other one is that a lot of us still remember the oldest models that in the hand were fitting and it was very comfortable and they made like a click, but now it's not the case any longer. And nowadays, the older generations are fighting with the intelligent mobile phones that youngsters sometimes even not understand how they work. The other one saying that all people should understand that it's not the same thing being dumb than having a lot of years. It's difficult sometimes to be with it. And look at the giant baby with diapers that is just holding the phone as well. And it's just to stop and think about the technology and how much we're actually using it. This is why this has been created. And it actually makes sense, it's modern world's issues actually. And we use phones a lot, especially those who work with them and even those who do not. And this is the tiniest fair. Here you have a lot of things for children, mostly some mazes, you get the trampolines. Obviously there's like gaming machines where you're supposed to win something. Then there's small machines like this, like a race for smaller children as well. There's places to grab some snacks, some sweets, caramelized apples, some almonds, salted ones, caramelized ones too. There's some places that still did not inflate these, which is strange. They were supposed to be since yesterday already, but maybe by this evening it will be the case. Here we have some more like forests for children. Overall, it's quite a small fair, but at least it's something to do during Fallas. There's a lot of religious celebrations too during these days, but most of the people enjoy this time with their family members and loved ones. Many people do not work on these days and came here to the Mediterranean Sea for their holidays, especially from abroad. This last one does have a fair. They're starting to build it up just the tiniest bit more. And there is no small falla here, there's just a big one. Interestingly, that's the only one that only has the big one. But definitely some of them are quite interesting, as you could have seen. And while a lot of people celebrate St. Patrick's Day and pre-St. Patrick's weekend here, others are wandering around and celebrating traditional Valencian fallas. Let us know which one you're celebrating if you're here in the area, or maybe we'll see you here in next year. We'll see you then. Bye, dears.